And good morning. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Slightly different angle this morning. Looking a little bit more at my dryer and a little bit more of my desk. As what it's just allowed me to do is I've been propping my my laptop on top of a drawer that opens up for the sorry, need to wake up. Propping open a drawer to plop the laptop on, and I've kind of turned it a little bit to put it a little further back in another drawer. May come up with another solution. Need to find some way of getting this thing up, but we'll figure that out in a little bit. Joe, good morning. How are you, brother? All right. So let's see where we stand now. Why am I getting ringy dingied? No fucking reason at all. Anyway. Sorry, phone be acting up. Hopefully all updated. DJI app, mother lovers. Also, I don't want to go in today. Joe, what's up, man? Everything okay, or is it just the status quo? I need these paints because of Misaya said this. Hey, Nick, good morning. My text box wasn't popping up. Good morning, guys. Ken, I did that on purpose to prevent you from commenting because I'm just tired of what you say. Just kidding, brother. Good morning. And good morning, Nick. I can be so mean. I can be so mean before I've had coffee. Oh, Lord. I'm definitely tired. Join the club. Is this the usual way that Ken is treated? Everybody's ignoring me. I'm sorry, what did you say? Joe the app hides. Hides the text box by the back button. I'm sorry. Geo the app hints the text box by the back button. Really? Well, you're saying it hides it or something? That's kind of wild. It's amazing the things that are there. All righty, my friends. My friends. My dear friends. What are we doing? What are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? No, I actually started a club a few months ago. No, did you really now? Nice. Hey, Ray. What's going on, brother? Hey, Anthony. Good morning. I'm set up for notification, but I've never gotten even one. Really? I don't know. Is that a setting that I've got to set up in the I don't think so. Maybe I'm wrong. I get them. That's crazy. My Gmail account gets them too, which is wild. Again, guys, here's the thing. If there's one thing, having played in technology now for almost 30 years, and in more hardcore technology over the last 15, I'm just going to say it this way. If there's one thing you can guarantee about technology, it will fail. It will fail. Enough, you have to work on shift at the Rotary to join. Nice. So, yeah, Ken, brother, I'm sorry. I don't know. I mean, Nick, I don't know what's going on with that. And Ken, I hope you know I'm just joking. Have your phone to allow notifications. You might not have your phone to allow notifications from wild. Okay, let's get some tools put away here. So these are useless, but they're nostalgic. Useless but nostalgic. I need a drawer that's the useless but nostalgic drawer. I know you're joking. Yeah. It's good when you've got theoretically a solid enough. I don't know, maybe not theoretically. It's good when you feel like you've got a good enough relationship that you can joke with people like that. But I would understand. Man, Ken, I'm just gonna go out on a limb here. You have so been indoctrinated by Greeks. Here we go. I'm gonna have a little itty bitty drawer for figures. That way I can put things like this in here too. I'm not completely self-unaware of my shortcomings. Stop. Oh, stop. Oh, stop it. Okay. Little figure drawer. There we go. Homemade lamp, exactly. And we'll put the little cat figure there too. So what we've got here now, I'll find a place to put this thing. Oppa, exactly. All right. Oh, man. It's been a long fucking week. That's all I can say. We dance. Exactly. Man, I gotta tell you, if there's memory that I had from being young, man, I really enjoyed Greek dancing. I did. I really enjoyed it. I miss it. The communal nature of Greek dancing. And I'm sure if I really wanted to, I could find some place to go Greek dancing, whether that's at a Greek Orthodox church, bazaar, or what have you. But yeah, I'm sure I just opened up a can of something there. I also am going to put into my little bit of drawer here. I'm going to put in Ray's little people pills. There's one. Where's the other one? People pills. There it is. People pills. And then we have to find a place to put this. Temporarily, it's going into this drawer that I have back here, which has a lot of tools and supplies. Probably also where we're going to put this wire in. Anyway. So, my friends, happy Friday before I get too lost in the weeds. Joe started by saying that. Happy Friday, mother lovers. TGI. God damn, that's a... Trying to figure out why I have a very stiff bit of 12 gauge wire here. And there we go. Just bending it a little bit. Of course, once you bend it, it's kind of useless, but anyway. If I could have people do me a favor, guys, just when I don't see a response, especially when I make a couple comments, I'm always like, things coming through. Guys, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down if you're actually able to send a reply. Send me a thumbs up, thumbs down reply just to let me know that you guys are able to reply. There we go. Thank you, Joe. Un momento. Something for the wire. Oh, I love it. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Anthony. And most certainly, thank you, Ken. Making dirty bean water. Yeah, nice. Cool. What about Kane? It's always able. Funny. All right, bases. Got to find a home for bases temporarily. We're going to put that in this little drawer here as well. This. I may peg this thing. I may peg it. Don't get me started on those two brothers. Oh, those two brothers. And glue tips. I've never used glue tips. So the question is, do I need these things if I never use glue tips? What the fuck is up with that? Probably one of my worst purchases. These bottles from Flexophile are just terrible. I'm going to get a little replacement bottle. They don't stand. They don't really seal stuff up well. They're just shit. Almost made. God. Pull existence over. What? Gonna get George Four Finger Rings. Love, hate. Like Radio Raheem. Oh, I'd wear that. God. Love that film. You toss them, you will need them. Exactly. That's the way it always is. Anthony, I've done that so many times. It's like, I've been holding on to this thing for years. Yeah, I don't need it. Toss it. And then like 3 weeks later, fuck, I needed that thing. Yeah. Always. All right. We are getting close to getting shit done here. I think I've got a place to put these things finally. I'm just going to unpack them because really I don't need this packaging. God, these things are light. What are these things? My God. It's like these handles are, this thing is, it's air. Sorry, story of my life. I don't think it's just you, my brother. I don't think it's just you. Get plan ahead tattooed on your knuckles. Yeah, really. All right, let's get cooking here. All right, top drawer. I'm not even gonna bother in the top drawer here because that is all the plastic that's up here. I do have that is I believe. Sorry guys, I'm gonna move this thing over a smidge. There we go. This drawer, the top drawer, is my styrene sheet drawer. Again, easily accessible. Love it. I was a guy named Raheem, but I've never dared to call him Radio. Really? So have you ever asked him? Have you ever seen Jesus, I can't believe the Spike Lee film, Do the Right Thing. Have you ever seen Do the Right Thing? I'm going to clean the house today and spend the weekend locked in the office again. Nice. Hopefully you get a chance to do that, Joe. Joe, are you going to call in sick or are you, and you don't have to say, just so we're on the same page, you don't have to say. All right. So here we have this next drawer down. Moving this over just a smidge. Now you get to see both the washer and the dryer. Look at that. We got my silicone brushes. This is my, I guess my putty drawer, because here we've got all sorts of, oh God, I'm going to get rid of this stuff. I know people use this stuff, this Vallejo plastic putty. Yeah, it's just awful. It's not that great. Plastic bags. So here I have, spare knife. Why do I have a spare knife here? Interesting. The decisions you sometimes make. Oh, I might do a half day. Yeah, I'm calling sick. Bondo. Real putty. Oh, what's this? a dead a dead ladybug. Let's get rid of that. Dead ladybug. I'm sure you guys don't want to see that. Putty drawer. Even the best character on Seinfeld. A show I've never watched. At least not with any regularity. Let's see. It's the first of the month. Shit happens, maybe. Just to hear the drama. Just to hear the drama. Okay. I will say these in here just because I can. Okay. A brush specific for putty. The first two-part epoxy I ever used, and I still carry some of this stuff, because, man, when you need something that is industrial, that shit's the stuff right there. Oyumaru. Can't have enough Oyumaru. Put the Oyumaru all together, though. Silly putty. Gotta have silly putty. Moment of silence. I know. And we talked about these things a while ago, but these are the two types of Tamiya putties, the two types. The quick type is the go-to. The smooth surface is the one that I think takes a little bit longer to dry, but I think you get a finer finish. Tons of Milliput in here too. Love Milliput. Can't have enough Milliput. I think my epoxy sculpt is, I'm never again am I going to buy containers this large. And then somebody gave me the Mr. Hobby version of epoxy, but I've never used this stuff. It just seems like there's a level of complexity there. JB Weld plastic bonder. Do you have any serious putty? Oh yeah, I always do. JB Weld plastic bonder. Never used this stuff. Is that good, Peter? The green box is the best. Oh yeah, that stuff is just, that's become sort of the go-to. You know, that's definitely become the go-to. For the longest time, though, Joe, it's hard as hell to find. Hard to find. All right, we're gonna drop these tools back here because they're not going to be used very often. So all of these things are going to be towards the back of the drawer because there's not really much you're going to need for them. Hey, Edwin. Good evening. It's the bomb. Peter, you have to tell me a little bit more about that stuff. I'm not saying right now, but yeah, let's talk at some point about that stuff. I'm curious. Maybe over dinner. Good evening, Edwin. How are you, my friend? How was your day? And then these things, I'm not going to say that I'm going to use the term, but I don't mean it in a world-class way. These are game changers when it comes to just working with putty. Very, very helpful for that specific reason. All right, so I've got this stuff here. I'm not even sure if this stuff is still good. Ugh, probably not. Clear seal. This stuff, I think, is now officially dead. That's the way it looks here. I'll have to experiment with that. Let's toss some out and see what happens. Serious plastic? You mean C4? Yeah, something like that. It's kind of what I was thinking, too. Oh, yeah, shit ain't moving. That is one dead tube of whatever. Goodbye. That's when it smells like someone getting a perm. That's how you know it's good, really. Never thought about it in those terms. Coffee hit. So far, so good. Final paint session for a towel before sending it to my friend. Nice. Edwin, question: Do you post any photos on any of the work that you've done? I already told him I did not promise to put on the decal. It's always good to rein in what you do and what you don't do. So these are cool. So I could find something to do with these things. These are the guy up in Canada. God, I haven't seen Chris. The same guy who made this this 3D thing print here. He printed a bunch of these things for me. Little cups. Never really had a need for them, but it's also kind of like I can see where putting putty and stuff like that in here is not a bad thing. So they just sit in the putty drawer right now. Rid of a bunch of glue and batteries last night. That stuff certainly doesn't sit well. No, it doesn't. Hey, Light. Good day. How are you? Welcome back. Thank you again for last night and all your good commentary. I very much appreciate it. Oops. I am precariously perched here. All right. So this drawer, I want to see if I can get potentially some tools in here that I don't use regularly. This may end up becoming like a spare tool drawer. So I picked this thing up a few years back when I was actually almost full circle. When I started doing all the test work on carving this guy up, with heat, doing heat damage. Just a recommendation from Lucas, So I've got a wood burning kit. Oh, wow. It even includes wood. Go figure. I posted what the last one was like 2-3 months ago, a Japanese equivalent of Humvee, some Mitsubishi. Nice. Yeah. A few more dead bugs in here. Love it. Okay. We're going to make this a mechanical tool. I don't know if I want to call it mechanical tool. But I can put away photo etch bending tool. A couple of these holding tools. I think I'm actually going to get labels for this stuff too. And this will become official. These things will officially be this. 3-2-1 blocks I like leaving out. Just looking to see if there's any kind of tool. That tool can go away, but it's currently being used. And the 2 stands that I have, I like to have out. Well, this one could possibly. Could I put it away? It's going to be close. It's going to be close. I could. I think we will. Oh, yeah. Now, this stand, unfortunately, is starting to bow. So the drawers are no longer riding nearly as well on the rails. I got to kind of find a way of compressing it again. Sorry, guys. Thanks for being positive. I don't know if you're serious or stressed from comments. Serious or stressed? Wow, I don't think the comments from last night ever stressed me, Light. I think it's nice to hear back from people. It's, again, if we think about it, and we're not going to relitigate last night's conversations. I just think that having dialogue is always a good thing, As long as people are willing to have honest dialogue, life is fine. All right. So we got that one put away. Okay. Next drawer. Ooh, this is going to be the fun one. This is the one with all. These look familiar? I now have more rivets than one can shake a stick at. And spare parts. The question is this drawer enough for all of this stuff? That needs a different drawer. I put those. Comments. Yeah, exactly. Light. Ooh. Once again, I never remember where I put these things, my IC sockets. I need to standardize a location for those. Excuse me a second, guys. I don't believe it's in this bin. No. Okay, so now the question is, do I have any plastic things that I can put in here? And right now, what the hell is that? It's a little jewel. Okay, go away. So now I've got a whole bunch of this stuff in here, including a lot of these things, which are great. I tell you, the quality of this Apex stuff was fabulous. And all those little raised detail bits. Really nice quality stuff. A lot of good stuff. All right. See, this is the kind of stuff that you do. One does, and by one I mean this idiot. You throw stuff like that is the bag for the compass that I got from Dick Blick a few years back, and I stuck it underneath a bunch of plastic parts because why not? Just so I can save that. So now we're going to get rid of this because I don't need this. And I'm going to put this over here, which I think was with the measuring stuff. When one does things expeditiously like that, I find that to be a mistake. Yeah, that's going to be a good place for that stuff. So far, these top drawers have actually been pretty easy to deal with. 1, 2, 3, 4. I kind of knew what's in there. When I get to number 5, it's still pretty good because this is the stuff that has, oh man, yeah. Okay, we're going to change some shit out here. This has all the brass, springs, basically metal stuff, lead wiring, aluminum wiring, but it also has all this stuff out. Yeah. Just when you throw stupid shit in there, like, why do I have this? Houdini presents the world's greatest solution. I don't know. So get rid of that. Do I need the cleaning instructions for, for my master brush cleaner? No, I'm going to locate that somewhere else. A bunch of beads and jewels. Why do I have it in here? Why not? In fact, I can't even tell you what the hell I did with these things. I, honest to God, cannot tell you what I might have used those for. There was an enigma of myself. I am not too diligent in building a model, but when I am done, I just don't want to post it. Interesting, Edwin. So, Edwin, let me ask you. I love this. This is a good point. So, when you actually build something, is it because when you're done, what's the reason why you don't want to necessarily, I guess, post it or announce it? Is it because when it's done, it's kind of like it's done, I'm moving on to something else? Or is there something else that kind of is the motive? I'm just looking at the inside of that. It's like, I have no idea what did that, but there's like damage in there. I'm scared to touch it. It's like, I feel like it's like blob-like in there. But what's the reason why you decide to move on? Is it just that I'm done, move on to something else? You're trying to get some sleight of hand model. Yeah, exactly. I just being lazy documenting it, need to make a simple way to document it fast and easy. Yeah. That I can understand. In fact, Edwin, I'm kind of in that same. I've been feeling that same thing. I haven't been posting my process on social media, which is usually, if you recall my older models, I kind of did that. It's like this is what I've been doing, and this is where we are right now in the process. You don't need to post everything for other people to comment on. Maybe a rude comment will harm your day. It happens to people who are too open-minded. It can. That is true. At the same time, I think it's what's the motivation for posting. You know, part of the reason why I know that for many people who've been on here, I'll certainly speak for myself. I think we've lost a lot of that motivation to post because it's just I'm doing the live stream thing here. You know, people who are watching on a regular basis will know what's going on. I'm not saying even daily basis, just on a regular basis. You'll know what's going on here. All right. Getting rid of dead rubber bands. All right. So this drawer has now become the drawer of metal. Guitar strings, brass, stainless steel. Even have some metal wire. Let's get all of this stuff in here. Probably gonna need to get a break holiday somewhere. I don't touch my phones or computer. Yeah. There's something positive to be said about that. And years ago, I picked this thing up. It's the Lazy Susan, right? Which, in fact, if I remember this fucking thing, I would have brought it with me to a show. But anyway, let's see what we got. That I like. I will not use Instagram, but actually want to print my pictures for a photo album. Yeah, I could totally get that as well. That's not a bad idea. Some of us are waiting for the return of some models. Are you, are we talking about? Tom's not here, right? Are we talking about things like the Harpy? Is Susan really lazy or just clever? We could call them clever Susans. I'm good with that. Well put. All right. This appears to now be fine. With the only other thing I might add in here that is different is I might. No, I don't want to do that. Where would fishing line go? Where would fishing line go? This just in, someone from Bootleg Company seems like scanning the PGNu with a 3D scanner. Really? Yes, was not trying to say it. That's okay. Tom's not here. We can talk about the Harpy when Tom's not here. Or we can talk about it when Tom is here too. I find it fascinating. Okay, let's see what we got. Next drawer. Oh yeah, this drawer gets changed out. This is like a waste of space drawer. Beads. More beads and I don't know what the a tribble. Because you can't have enough tribbles. So a wire bending tool. And these. Yeah, this drawer is absolutely a useless drawer. There is nothing in this drawer that I can't find homes for somewhere else. Just putting all of my manipulatable tools in there. And then this is going to go back into this drawer up here, which is really getting heavy now. Let's see if that's the straw that broke the camel's back. Hopefully not. So this drawer is now completely empty, which is great because now I can actually do something positive with it, including, look at these cute little whale bags that have carpet beetles on them. That's my favorite. I love carpet beetles. So this is, I'm going to leave it just like this for now until I figure out what the hell I'm going to do with this drawer. I think that tool drawer may end up going up a little bit or down a little bit in order to, in fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do just that. Yeah, I'm not sure what I want that for. My water slide drawer. Yeah, I like this. I got to tell you guys, I don't recall what sparked me to do this, but I'm very happy that I'm doing this. Very happy that I'm finally doing this. That's better. In fact, might even have some, now I might have some home for all that photo etch. To run bugs in your tool space because there are many things. Maybe we can think about a scent diffuser that will drive them away. Yeah, that was kind of a, so, oh God, must have been about 4 years ago. We got hit with what are called carpet beetles. It's like, what the hell are these bugs? And they're still around, but they're kind of, I think we've done a really good job of killing the majority of them off. But they get into everything that's like cloth-based, natural cloth-based, or food stuff. The good thing is, like I said, this year in particular, I don't think I've seen any alive, maybe a few, and not many, which I'm happy about. And hopefully that stays that way. We did not bug bomb, but we did things like natural stuff, like, you know, mothball stuff and cedar and all that other stuff, which theoretically has killed most of them off. Very happy about that. Amazed that you have so much stuff that it's taken over a week so far to clean up and organize. I'm not even close. I haven't even gotten to that right there. So if you see this thing where all this stuff is sitting on top of here, that entire area is also filled with shit. But yeah, Nick, this is I remember when I changed out this area and I got the so what all my drawers right now over here are the same. It's a duplicate of this thing here. Fairly cheap, $50 or something like that, $30 at Staples. They're great for supporting stuff like that. The unfortunate thing is, again, it's thin metal, so they tend to have a bit of a bow to them in the middle, which means the drawer can pop out, especially if things get too heavy. But when I put these things in a few years back, it's just like, I just threw stuff in. This is close enough. I'll get to it at a later point. Well, now's the later point. There's a comfort to clean and store your home workspace. Yep. He's going to live action. He's going to do a live action Starship Troopers. That would be fun. Mothballs. Yeah. We've got mothballs, you know, the camper stuff. Yeah, absolutely. Really, the home you work hard to buy and all the items that you organize to reconnect with your space. Yep, exactly. Light. I found cinnamon works wonders for keeping the insects on a really low. That's good to know, and it smells good. Who doesn't love cinnamon? So this is going to be like a 3-month project. Nick, why do you always have to go down the dark route? Nick, you're a young man. Think more positively, please. No, it's not going to be a 3-month long project. In fact, except for cutting in some of the stuff that I have up on the bench here. And by the way, I'll just turn this around now that I've got this. That's what the bench looks like. So the oil tank and magnets and everything like that. So all of this stuff here, I just want to cut into that board there. But that's what the bench kind of looks like. And I know it still looks a little messy. It's actually better than it's been. 4 months. Thanks, Ken. Thanks. You know, and here I thought you were a Greek brother, but I guess not. smell balls, but it's tough getting their little legs apart. Ripping out their balls. Nice. I tried cinnamon in one last house. I was younger. The cinnamon did not help, and it made me worry that certain bugs would be attracted to it. That would be bad. Okay, let's get rid of plastic containers. Spare parts. Excuse me a second. I know you guys are going to see my armpit. Don't really care. No idea what that is. Oh, yes, I do. That is part of a toy. That stays right there. Okay, 5. Hey, Mike, good morning. What's going on, brother? Ken gets it. What is wrong with you guys? Man. Do you have so little compassion for what I'm doing here? So little regard for the stuff that my cleaning habits. Do you have such little regard? Let's make a bet. Oh, thanks, Edwin. Man, you guys are all chiming in. That color wheel adds a nice touch to the area. Yeah. Maybe someday I'll actually understand it. Color wheels and I don't get along well because color and I don't get along. All right, here we go. Oh, yeah. See, man, here we go again. Tools being put in places they shouldn't be. Medicine containers that are completely empty because why not? Mutiny on the live stream. Yeah. Probably deserve it, but yes. Oh, wow. Okay. Loctite. Again, this is the stuff. All this stuff is in one drawer. Brush cleaners, dental cleaners, great for cleaning an airbrush. Makeup brushes, primarily for weathering effects. What kind of bugs? I did it outside around the house or windows. I need to, the hive mind wisdom. What is something easy for basing? I need to hide a glue spot on the Commander Mecha base. Oh boy. Let's see what other people come up with. I can't come up with anything immediately, unfortunately, Edwin. Does not work on fruit flies. They come from drains. Ugh. Put the bugs in a dio so they haven't died in vain. You could do that. If anybody needs, got a bunch of these things too. I got a bunch of these water filters. If anybody needs any droppers, I got more droppers than I can shake a stick at. What time is it? Ooh, got 5 minutes. This is another drawer that has a bunch of stuff in it that just doesn't make a lot of sense, right? Like my photo etch rolling tools. Oh my God, these things are ridiculously heavy. There we go. Let's see. Check for color blindness. I don't think you have a difficulty with color. The models look pretty good, to be honest. Yeah, it's not about having that. I just don't, colors just don't do it for me, I guess is what it is. And matching colors so they look good. I just can't do that. There are people who just gravitate towards how colors will look on something. I totally struggle with it. Yeah, I'm not sure it's a color blindness thing as much as a color understanding, maybe is a better way to put it. Getting rid of all these little bug bodies. Need silverfish to natural. No, I don't want silverfish. No. I recognize my bents one of these days. Yeah, this has been a very, very helpful thing. I now have 2 empty drawers. This may end up being, oh yeah, this is a third because this one basically has another tribble and a bunch of pill bottles just for storing stuff. And it's like dumb shit stuff. Very good Vietnamese restaurant for sure. In Shrewsbury. So I'm gonna probably end up stopping here because I think this is a good place to do so. So right now it's looking like I'll probably end up having 3 drawers back. The bottom 2 drawers, like I already showed you, one was the all the water slides, and then the one right above it is all the sandpaper, just extra sandpaper. You out of pills? I'll send some more, man. Dude, I just had a doctor's appointment. So I usually took one type of pill and then a vitamin, and she added another vitamin and another pill. It's like I'm now taking 4 pills on a daily basis. It's like I feel like the older you get, the more pills you take, right? Color is preference everyone has. I don't think there's one way to match colors for perfect combination of theme, and I think there are a lot of marketing associations to a regular color. That could very well be marketing concepts. Yeah, there probably are, and that's what the color wheel is sort of supposed to create. But I look at colors and I put them next to each other. And I say, I think that looks good. And you look at your color wheel, and it's like they say that these should not work well together. Or then I look at colors that are supposed to work well together. And it's like, I don't think I do that. Just remember, bigger the bug, they be eating well. Yeah. We don't need bugs. Really glad America isn't Australia. No, every time I say to my wife, I'd love to visit Australia, and her response is, they've got big spiders, which is her way of saying no. Anyway, all right, my friends, I think we're going to call it a session today. I think I'm happy that I'm tackling this area, and I'm about to find a lot of places to put stuff. I think now it's just going to be, if I've got 3 drawers, I'm not looking to throw shit in there. It's going to be, okay, what's going to go in here that makes sense? I like bugaboos. Now, Florida is already pretty bad. Yeah, not a big fan of Florida. And the spiders are getting bigger, and the Australian stick bug was found in Indiana. Really? How big's the stick bug? If it's from Australia, it's got to be huge. Thanks for the stream. Light, thank you for being here. Always good to hear from you, my friend. Thank you so much. Guys, stay safe and stay sane. Thanks, everybody, again, for tuning in. It was a fun session today. I definitely enjoyed it. And again, thank you for the ride. This has been, and I know we joke about how long it's going to take, but I will say, having the ability to talk to you guys while I'm doing this, supremely helpful. So thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much. Let's see. Have a good day. Make somebody's day weird. That shit sticks with you. Yes. Catch you tomorrow morning. Excellent. Can't wait to see you again, Mike. Later. Everything in Australia tries to kill you. I'll stay home. Thank you. Yeah, you and my wife are on the same page. All right, guys. Do good. Enjoy the day. Love you all. Brighten the world as much as you can. It is getting crazier and more insane. Try to stay calm and help people. Do good by others. Love you all, and I'll catch you on the flip. Peace.